Welcome back to Mr. Fogelson's Tinkercad tutorials to help you improve your skills. Alright, so today's lesson we're going to provide you with the tutorials in Tinkercad. It's going to be the heart button, skull button, and the twist earring. So we got some buttons and an earring to go over here. So I'm going to first make sure, if this is your friendly reminder, to make sure you are signed in, okay? If you're not, please do so, personal account. Then I'm going to go to Tinkercad, Resources, Learning Center. Go to View All. Scroll down to the heart button. And I'm going to go ahead and start it. Alright, so in this lesson we're going to learn to make a heart button. Drag a box. So you notice the orange is there. That's where I drag it to. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and scroll in with the mouse just to make sure everything kind of lines up nicely. It looks like everything's pretty set. I'm going to go ahead and hit that next step. Scale it down to a height of 2 and a size by 12 by 12 millimeters. All right, so here's my height. I'm just going to go ahead and type in 2. Let me see if I can get it selected first. There we go. Hit return. And then the height, I'm sorry, not the height, the width and the length, I'm going to change it to 12 by 12. And there we go. We've got our first set of directions set. All right, now I'm going to drag a cylinder shape to the work plane. There we go. And it's all set. Clicked right in. Next step, scale it down to a height of 2 and a diameter of 12. So pretty much similar stuff here. Height of 2, diameter of 12. Diameter is the kind of around the circle there. Move the arrow to the marked orange. So it was in there, so I'm going to hit Command Z to undo, or you can hit the undo button. Hit the next step. Copy and paste the cylinder. So I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste it, or duplicate. I'm going to duplicate it, easier that way. I'm just going to drag it to the spot marked in orange. I'm just going to kind of rotate just to make sure everything's all set up there. Looks good. Next step, select all shapes and rotate the heart 45 degrees. So I'm going to select it all and rotate it. Make sure it's within the circle there, so that way it locks in. You don't want to go outside the circle. All right, easy peasy. Next step, drag a rounded roof shape to the work plane. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to kind of zoom out and hit the middle mouse button, hold that down so I can pan a little bit. I'm going to drag that rounded roof shape to the spot. There we go. This will be the button stem. Scale the height to 5 millimeters. So this is a little different. 5 millimeters. And change the size to 8 by 2 millimeters. So 8 by 2 millimeters. Oops, I think I messed up the... So I'm going to hit Command Z to undo and change it 8 by 2 millimeters. It didn't match the orange, I noticed, so I made the fix. Hit that next step. Move the stem on top of the heart. So I'm just going to go ahead and rotate it a little bit so I can see. It's a little hard to see where it's at, so I'm just going to see if I can zoom in. I'm going to press F, and I'm probably going to have to move it up so it locks into the correct spot there. Yep. So it moved to the top. Everything looks pretty close. Not exactly. I'm going to hit F again to lock in. I'm just going to use that arrow key, and it looks like I'm going to turn this grid off and make sure I turned my snap grid off, and I moved it over, and now it's in the proper spot. Next step, copy and paste the stem to make a copy of the hole. So I'm going to copy and paste this, or duplicate it. There we go. I'm just going to move it over. Move it over to to fit properly. Okay, and we've got it in the new hole. Hit next step. Scale the hole smaller to the size of 4 by 7 millimeters and the height of 3. So I'm going to change this to the height of 3 and change this to 4 by 7. There we go. And move it to the proper spot there. There we go. Next step. Select all the shapes. Did I miss something? Scale the hole. I think this needs to be a hole. So, and then I'm going to make it a hole. Okay, it's a little bit ambiguous there, but it says move the hole. So I made it into a hole, so it becomes the stem because this is a button. Next step, select all the shapes and then group them. And there we go. Next step, and congratulations. You did it. Woohoo! All right, so I'm gonna get a screenshot in there. I'm gonna try to get a nice picture of it. Command Shift 3 to get that screenshot or print screen. And just make sure it's on my desktop there, all nice. There it is, all set up. All right, off to the next lesson, the skull button. Dun dun dun.